Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Twin Wrestle Pod, man. You know what time it is. It is our annual Friday Night SmackDown preview show for Friday, September 20th, 2024, for SmackDown taking place. And where we at tonight? Is we in Georgia tonight? I believe they in Georgia tonight, if I remember. But this is our second show on USA Network. Last week's show was a banger with Roman Reigns returning. We all knew that, and it turned out to be awesome. We had the contract signing at the end with him and Cody, and the proposed match that Solo Sikoa proposed of a tag team match for Bad Blood, which was the team of Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa taking on the WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion Cody Rhodes, and the only tribal chief, as Roman Reigns put in his promo that he cut on Friday night, Roman Reigns. So I'm looking forward to that. Bad Blood is shaping up to be a very, very nice card. We'll get into the preview, but last week I just want to touch on Roman Reigns. We haven't heard him speak since WrestleMania, pretty much. And his promo, it was well worth the wait. He still carried the same cadence when he delivers promos. You know, he just got that aura, man. The tribal chief is back in full effect. So I'm excited to see that. We'll see him at Bad Blood in the next 2 weeks. It's going to be awesome. I doubt he's going to be on the show tonight. I doubt that. But let's look at the preview, man. Where we at? Okay. Quick hits. Watch this intense exchange between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns in its entirety after two of the WWE's biggest superstars met at Georgia Tech. So we will get a video package of some sort of them meeting and having probably a sit down or something, or a confrontation with one another. So I'm looking forward to that. And it's very intense as WWE puts it. Bayley versus Naomi. Bayley and Naomi tag team against Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax in the Hot States match. We'll get into that and what my thoughts will be on that matchup. LA Knight battles Andrade for the U.S. Championship. I don't think we get a clean finish in that. We'll get to it when we get there. And Giovanni Vinci gets a second try against Apollo Crews. All right, man. Y'all know. Start from the bottom and work our way up. So, I believe it was 2 weeks ago. I missed that SmackDown. Didn't watch it. I went to sleep. Brother was tired. Did a 12-hour shift. My guy, I was through. It turns out Giovanni Vinci made his entrance, and he was taking his jacket off, and Apollo Crews rolled him up and pinned him in like 30 seconds. So all them vignettes we was getting of Giovanni returns, this and that, didn't last too long once he got in the ring. Got pinned in 30 seconds by Apollo Crews. Now, WWE can go in one route of turning this into a story, or eventually he get a win, and not make it comedy fodder, because this is the same shit you would see under Vince McMahon's regime when he was running over WWE and being creative head honcho. You will see this type of finish a lot. So hopefully Triple H break off of this type of shit and don't do this again. How we probably take this guy serious when he just Gunther and Luva Kaiser just dropped him before the draft in April. Just dropped him like a bad habit from Imperium. And now he comes get these vignettes. He's drafted to SmackDown by himself, get these vignettes, and then he comes to make his debut. Not even it had to be the last episode of Fox. And he gets pinned in 30 seconds. So he can't go on there and lose like he did last time we saw him on TV. Give these dudes time, because these two dudes can work. We've seen Vinci work pretty well in the 205. We know what Apollo Crews is at this point. I mean, he's a good worker, but outside of that, he won't get too farther. I thought he was doing something with him and Corbin. I don't know what happened to that tag team. But give these two guys some time, and maybe, possibly, you can get the fans behind someone in this match. As far as a winner, if they go the comedy route, I can see Apollo Crews winning, but it's up in the air which way they go. Giovanni should win by cheating, and then you get another match out of these two for a future show. So I'll go with Vinci by DQ, but don't hold your hopes too high, because if it's going the way I think it will be Cruz, because they're going for the comedy angle. So it don't matter who win that match, honestly. LA Knight taking on Andrade for the U.S. Championship. I'm liking this format Triple H does, right? Where he has his 5 to 6 match PLE pay per view card that he does, and he has a championship match, whether it's a mid card, a tag team championship, or maybe it's a WWE World Championship match on one of the minor shows, which is Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, your weekly TV televised shows. And I'm a fan of it because it keeps the shows interesting. You know what I mean? It keeps the factor and make you want to watch the show. Because back then when Vince was running it, man, Vince would have everybody on that card. You will have a U.S. Championship match, Intercontinental Championship match, a Women's Tag Team Championship match. You will have World Championship, a Universal Championship. Then you have like 2 or 3 more matches like on that card. So it totals up to like 12, 13 matches. Like when most shows don't even need that. You know what I'm saying? So this helps the formats of these shows and keep it interesting and keep the people watching to see what's going to happen. Even though we might know the outcomes of these matches, but still it keeps you intrigued to watch them, man. So I'm liking this format. We're going to get the same type of thing come next week when Jey Uso take on Braun Breaker. I love the fact that that match is on Monday Night Raw. That way you can main event Monday Night Raw with that match and have more eyeballs on that match in the final hour of Raw. You know what I'm saying? And you might get the possibility of Jey Uso winning the championship. So you never know. That's why you have to tune in. So I like how Triple H is doing here. With that being said, I'm going to take LA Knight in this one. Because LA Knight is not going to lose a championship for one. 2, Andrade's situation with Carmelo Hayes is far from done. Like I told you guys a couple weeks ago, they're going to be doing a 7-match series, which I believe they will be doing. And Andrade won the last match to get this match right here for the U.S. Championship. So I think Carmelo Hayes will cost him the matchup. He'll probably do something where they both might be down, Andrade probably getting up, or a ref bump or something. So we gonna get something in this match where Carmelo Hayes come out there and then he attack Andrade, cost him the match, and LA Knight ended up winning. So that is going to continue the issue with Andrade and Carmelo. So I'm taking LA Knight in this one. LA Knight won't know that Carmelo did that, but Carmelo Hayes will help LA Knight win. I'll be shocked if Andrade loses straight up, though. Be shocked. All right, tag team match. Naomi and Bayley taking on Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. This match has huge implications that we have learned since last week. Nia Jax proposed the idea that if Naomi and Bayley team up, and whoever wins, get the pinfall for their team, gets the shot at Nia for the championship. Now, everybody thinks Bayley's going to win because she hasn't got her rematch yet. I honestly think they can go another way. You don't have to have Naomi win. You don't have to have Bayley win. You can do a situation where how these two are very close. They've been showing that since Naomi has been back that they have been very close on SmackDown. Remember, when Damage Control and Bayley were going at it, who was the only person sticking up for? Naomi. Remember when Bianca was having problems with Bayley? She didn't want to come to Bayley's defense when she was going against Damage Control. Who was in her corner all the time? Naomi. So, from the time that Naomi's been back to now, Bayley and Naomi have been like thick as thieves, right? So why not come up with a finish? It ain't out of the realm of possibilities. I'm sure Triple H never thought of this, but why not come up with the finish of both of them double teaming, like doing a double pin and pinning Nia, right? Then you can have the storyline whether, okay, we go into a triple threat match. They have no factor who won this match because both ladies picked up the win. They both covered Nia at the same time for the win. That way, Tiffany saves face. Granted, she is Money in the Bank holder, right? She saves face. And you can do a storyline where it ends up being a triple threat match for the championship. And the storyline being that both of these women have pinned Nia in order to earn this opportunity. Therefore, that's why it's a triple threat match. So that's a storyline they can bridge into. And I see that being the outcome. I don't see one or the other pinning whoever to win the match and get the championship. I think it's going to be a triple threat match. I think Naomi and Bayley will both pick up the pinfall at the same time, and they should do it by pinning Nia. So you'll have that story of going to the triple threat. Both women have pinned her, so will her title be in jeopardy in a triple threat match? You know what I'm saying? Just that story. So I'm taking Naomi and Bayley for the win. I think both women will pin at the same time. All right. Now, this exchange between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns at Georgia Tech has me intrigued because it's the Tribal Chief and it's the American Nightmare, the two top baby faces on SmackDown. And whether we're going to get I heard Solid Monster talk about maybe we might get a confrontation with Orton and Kevin Owens not being too happy with Cody Rhodes teaming up with Roman Reigns, based on the history and what the Bloodline has done to all three of those guys. What they've done to Cody, what they've done to Orton. They cost Orton 18 months of his career. Every time Kevin Owens is in a match with Roman Reigns, there's a member of the Bloodline interfering in his match that cost him the championship. Same with Cody. So why would Cody team up with Roman Reigns to take on Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa? So I think Orton and Kevin Owens might have something to say. That's a good point that Solid Monster brought up. So I'm interested in that and see where they go. Like I said, for the Bash in Berlin, I wasn't really a fan of Kevin Owens going heel. We don't know what's going to happen, man, so that's why we have to tune in. But I think it's going to be a good show, just like how last week was. And I can't wait for it, man. So I ain't trying to keep y'all here long enough, or super long, bro. I'm just trying to get these points across. And that's going to do it for the SmackDown preview, man. A bit of news coming out of the wrestling landscape as of this week. The Lucha Bros have signed with WWE, which is a phenomenal signing for WWE, and they are going straight to the main roster. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns, if you have never heard of them, they used to be in TNA. They are also one of my favorite tag teams from back in the mid-2000s. They are going to WWE, they have signed, and they are going to NXT, which I believe is a great move. I'm going to touch more on these. I'm going to make separate videos about these two signings, and I like both signings. They would help WWE monumentally. So, great things are happening in the landscape of pro wrestling, and I think Tony Khan just signed the deal with Warner Bros. So, wrestling world is looking up, man. I want to keep you out here too long. That has been a SmackDown annual preview show. Let me get up to making this thumbnail and get this out before SmackDown comes on. Hope you guys enjoy the show and have a good weekend. Go watch some football and cheer on your favorite team. I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all take it easy, bro.